Hello and welcome to Beyond Serenity. As we move through the twin flame divine counterparts journey, our increasing awareness of the telepathic connection with our divine masculine can be a very challenging aspect for us to master. When we are first catapulted onto this ascension process by the encounter with our divine counterpart, we are very quickly pulled into an intense, unexplainable feeling of connection. This journey is unique and individualized for each one of us. However, for those who have interacted with their divine counterpart in the 3D in some way or form, the activation you received through your divine masculine's eyes and voice has initiated within you a feeling beyond love and beyond anything that words can describe. Although you are not consciously aware, from the moment of your first encounter with your divine counterpart, you started a process of undergoing massive energetic shifts. And as you'll have discovered, your life will never be the same. The quickly rising addictive energy you began experiencing towards your divine masculine was coupled with your crash into dark night of the soul and ego death. As you watch, feeling helpless while your entire life seems to crumble around you, your mind clings onto that unexplainable feeling of oneness that you glimpsed just prior to the rise of the energetic wall between you and your divine counterpart. In the beginning stages, your mind attaches that feeling of oneness to the physical form of your divine masculine, and the fear and confusion which arises quickly grows along with the expansion of the energetic wall. You find yourself trapped in looping cycles of replaying the stories, feeding your addictive energy, and perpetuating the push-pull dynamic, whether this push-pull is playing out in the 3D or in the energetic realms. As you begin to come to a better understanding that this is something much different than a 3D soulmate relationship, you shift into an acceptance that in order to free yourself of this looping pain, you'll need to make some drastic shifts in the way you're approaching this connection and your life as a whole. At this point, you begin some form of detoxification process, breaking free from the attachments to the physical form of your divine masculine. You might implement your detoxification gradually in a stepwise fashion, or you might go hardcore in one fell swoop. This often involves deleting all physical world connections, such as pictures, messages, and any possible forms of communication through social media, as well as strict discipline with your mind to cut ties from all thought patterns of looping stories and your focus on if, when, and how union will materialize, along with eliminating your addictive behaviors of psychics, tarot readings, and obsessively consuming unhealthy twin flame information. As with any detoxification process, the initial stages are scary, and with every item deleted, every form of contact severed, and every commitment to a behavioral shift, it feels like you're cutting off a limb. Yet you do soon discover that with each change you make, you slowly start to transition more and more into a feeling of relief. As you shift, layers of density are released, and the energetic wall between you and your divine masculine ever so slowly begins to dissolve. However, this dissolving of the energetic wall can itself lead you to open back up to triggering when you're not aware of the energy dynamics at play. And this can send you back into a relapse of your old patterns and behaviors. A paradox of this journey is the experience you seem to encounter, where the more you let go, the deeper the energetic connection gets. In actuality, the connection itself is not deepening, as it has always already existed on the deepest of levels. No matter what has been playing out in your physical world, you have always been one with your divine masculine at a soul level, and the interconnection between you is ever present. However, what is deepening is your awareness and ability to tap into this connection within the energetic realms. The more you detach from the physical world stories and experiences, the more density you release, and the more you allow for your up-leveling in consciousness. Along with this up-leveling comes the opening up of your third eye and the thinning of the veil between you and the higher realms. This heightened awareness you experience includes both the energetic connection between you and your divine masculine, along with an opening of the floodgates to other aspects of the unseen worlds. Newfound intuitive and psychic gifts emerge. Your telepathic connections with other people, particularly those who are also on this journey, skyrocket. And your communication with souls that have passed, spirit guides, ascended masters, and source energy itself begins to pour in. Within the mix of the influx of all this incoming energy is the ever-increasing awareness of the energetic interconnection between you and your divine masculine, and the telepathic communications between the two physical bodies takes on a life of its own. For most divine feminines, there are frequent points on this journey where you feel completely delusional. Yet as much as your mind fights and tries to bring you back to your old way of thinking, your higher self will simply not allow it. The more you try and ignore or write things off, the more you'll be bombarded with signs, synchronicities, and unexplainable event after event, until you're forced to take notice and lean into what is unfolding for you. Acclimatizing to this new way of operating in the world is a huge adjustment, and it does take time for us to learn how to allow the flow of the unseen world connections without becoming overwhelmed. Managing the telepathy and ever-increasing awareness of the energetic interconnection between you and your divine counterpart is a huge aspect of the learning curve on this journey. As you detach from your divine masculine in the physical world, the intensity with which the telepathy and energies between you flows in can be overwhelming and triggering. Your divine masculine's presence bombards you with thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And it is very easy for your mind to get sucked in. As you experience intense episodes of feeling your divine masculine's thoughts and sensations, and you receive flashes of events playing out in potential future timelines, it can be very easy to fall down the rabbit hole of rising emotions. It might be letting yourself get drawn in and triggered by the stories, or it could be overanalyzing the messages and attaching on hopeful feelings and expectations. This is exactly one of the main components we are being taught to alchemize. Mastering this art of alchemization is not an overnight process. It is a highly advanced skill which takes much dedication, practice, and persistence. In the beginning stages, as the thoughts and feelings related to your divine masculine flow in, you may find yourself in a place of oscillating back and forth between feeding into them, allowing your energy to spike, and putting up resistance, trying to push them out of your mind in fear of allowing yourself to relapse into addictive energy. The key to the alchemizing is to find the balance between the two, where you can reach a state of equilibrium. Your divine masculine's energy is not going anywhere. It is ever present, and your attempts to push it away will only build resistance and serve to thicken the energetic wall. On the flip side, allowing the thoughts to build and overtake you will spike your energy, and this energy spike will also thicken the wall. To help us learn to balance, we can use the analogy of playing music on a vinyl record player. Each incoming telepathic thought, visualization, feeling, or emotion can be thought of as a vinyl record which is being played. When we're feeding into the thoughts and emotions, we're turning up the volume louder and louder, far beyond comfort level. And when we are resisting the thoughts, trying to push them out of our mind, we're trying to take the record off the player and break it. However, these records will always return to the player, and they can never be broken, as the existence of this connection is infinite. The more you try to break the records, the more you feed into the resistance and fear, and the more you will thicken the energetic wall. In the earlier stages, very often, as soon as we hear the music playing, and we have the experience of feeling the thoughts, emotions, and sensations of our divine masculine, our immediate reaction is to want more. And we can easily fall into the trap of turning the volume up to full blast. This causes our energy to spike, again, thickening the wall. The key to balancing is to allow the record to play while adjusting the volume. As we begin the process of learning to alchemize while allowing the music to play, at the start, our bodies can become easily overwhelmed by any sound, and it is often best for us to simply let the record spin while turning the volume down fully to no audible sound. Over time, as we become accustomed to the vibration of the spinning record, we can ever so slowly and gradually permit the volume to turn up without spiking our energy. This gradual increase can be difficult to master. Your body requires time and exposure to adjust to the higher frequencies with all the incoming sounds and messages. And there may be quite a bit of back and forth until you achieve the balance. As you become more accustomed to the playing of the record, you'll eventually reach the awareness that you are actually in a room full of numerous record players, all spinning and each playing their own unique music. The different records each contain many multifaceted levels of messages and learnings for you. But at this stage, it is not your role to overanalyze and seek out the meanings. It is your role to learn to master your ability to balance your energy as you reside in this room full of spinning records. With practice, you'll discover that you are actually the one in control of how the music is playing. There will come a time where you are able to move throughout your day with ease, while multiple records are all playing in the background at a moderate volume. You'll have an awareness of their presence, but it will simply be perceived as quiet background noise. And whenever a specific message from a given song is meant for you to hear, your attention will be brought to it in perfect timing without your effort. In time, as you progress on your path of mastery, you'll gain the ability to use more conscious direction to attune and to tap into the messages from any of the records at any point in time. However, this is not a quick overnight process as you move through this learning curve. And it is so important that you hold love and compassion for yourself. This is not an easy task, and there will be many frustrations and setbacks along the way. However, you are now on the path of mastery, and you are ready to step it up and face the challenges. Until next time, with unconditional love.